Welcome, hello, Yasu, hi, it's me again, Tai, and it is time for a new video. Today I will share a little ritual practice with you, or let's say some hint and tricks I use. It's about entities you temporarily work with and how to integrate them into your daily life after you did a ritual with them, for example. But before I get into this, I will introduce a little. My name is Tai Kölner. I'm an author. I'm a black magician. I'm a follower of the Draconian path. So, in this regard, I'm a student of the Left Hand Order Dragon Rouge. While I'm a student, not a representative or speaker. So, if you got any questions, check for thedragonrouge.com and get informed yourself there. I share my magical practice here as far I can do and my experiences and my learnings out of my personal work. So also I got a history about rune workings. So it's rune workings, it's cliffwood working, it's about entities with and without names. It is about divination systems. It is about DreamWorks, Astralworks, and not at least because my oldest root, I'm an empath. So this all in a cup is what you can expect on my channel. So if you are interested to follow up my channel, make sure to subscribe it so you stay updated. Let's get into this. My before mentioned Runeworks. I did use a technique which many do use in a magical work as well. You do a little stone or a paper or yes, something where you can put on a seal and where you give the entity a home to. The problem is if you are working with an entity and you figure out now it's time to let go, you have to destroy this home. So you have to destroy the stone to burn the paper, etc., etc. And there is a bigger problem about tattooed symbols or seals because later on blackening your arm will not dissolve the seal. It just covers the seal. So you will not get rid of that entity if you maybe find out it was a wrong pick. However, I am bearing with a thought to get myself my first tattoo, and it will not take long anymore, while it took decades to finish its outcome. And I hope for an important meeting in the future, I will already have my tattoo because, yeah, I got some extra ideas about. However, so today it is about how to integrate an entity into your daily life after you did a ritual. So one thing is you can use something like a stone. Yeah, now you can see it better. I did do this one quite a while ago, and yeah, now it's better. Quite a while ago, and I did place it on a board at sides. So when I went for the flat up and down, your eyes are stopping and you remember, that was my topic to do. You also can do it in a smaller scale, so as for a pocket stone or something. And when it is pinching your side, you remember, that was my daily target. This is one thing you can use to memorize about your targets you did do or you start to do. As I said, I did integrate this into my magical practice as well as for doing seal works. So, because if you are doing a seal like a tattoo onto your skin, the problem is you can't get rid of it too fast. If you only do it in your ritual, the energy is with you as long you don't banish it or as long it doesn't leave. But there is no reminding marker in your daily life. So I did find out something I did use for runes as well in past. And this is a cutie thing to do. There are some pens probably you know the pens which are used for tattoo preparation. So when they do a first scratch on your skin, so before getting into tattooing it. But that ones I did show you are some cutie pens you can find on street parties, on street fests, or at carnival, because this is where they paint the faces with. And let's pick this one for today to show you. Um, I'm currently working with an entity, but you will not see the painting because I did use white and silver. So it's very decent and very tender, not to see to everyone at first. And I will do another one for you today to show you how it looks like when you paint it on your skin. This is my musen, for example. I got here a seal I'm working with. So but you will not see it that way, however. But now you see the color. You can do it this way. Just paint it on your skin and you see it. So now in magical work or in occult works, you sometimes got the problem that you're facing an entity which is sucking your energy. I had it once when I was working with a dead one who was a ruler of a graveyard. And it was a very interesting working with this energy, with this previous person. But by time he did try to suck on my energy. So I had to get rid of him. And it's very simple to do. You just wash it away. So normally a little more soap also could be great. But just to give it an example, you see it's just taking a few seconds to wash it away. The benefit on this is you can work with an entity for a temporary time. You got the full control when to let it go, because I'm not a big fan of banishing rituals. I know now and then it's neat, but usually when I do a ritual, I want this entity to get into contact with me. And I'm not a big fan of first chaining an entity, so asking for support and then banishing it to wherever it came from. This is like beating somebody up and then asking for a favor. That's stupid. I don't get it. It's not my way working. But there are, of course, right hand path magicians which are invocating an entity, so chaining it as for putting into a circle or a trident or something. And so they ask for the questions they want to know, and afterwards they banish it. I don't know. It's all about respect. So when I'm working with an entity, it's for most not an evocation, it's an invocation. So it is a part of my energy as long as I'm working with it. So, and there is no way banishing except it does some harm on me and I want to get rid of it. Or if it is so home within myself, so getting back for this, you know, homes you can create for an entity. If you are the home for this entity, you cannot destroy yourself to get rid of it. So you have to find a way how to make it go. And the more simple way to give an entrance, so to give a key or to take back your key, is to use a symbol, so a seal, which you're connecting to this entity, and you simply paint it onto your arm, as I do down here. This way seen, if you see, okay, now I'm ready working with this entity, you just wash away the seal. Or if you decide, I want to work a little longer because this is a hell of interesting conversation or learning or whatsoever, you can just simply refresh it with a little pen strikes. You refresh the seal And so you give the key back to this entity of being home with you, learning with you. The other thing is, if you are doing a ritual, let's say at the weekend, and all the week you're busy with your work, you are reflecting this energy into your daily life. So every time I see this seal, I remember, it was him. And I remember the name. And it is a little bit like a telepathic contact. You are connecting the energy to this entity while you're thinking about it. And you are thinking about this entity several times that week. So you are in a permanent contact to that entity you're working with. I don't know what could be more fruitful. So, and if you see the impact is too hard, you simply wash it away. So, this was my little reminder or my little share for this week. Maybe get yourself some tattoo paintings. Not be scared about the colors. I mean, you can do whatever color you want. You can also do it with runes, as I said. So you can do a pocket stone or whatever so to bring it into your daily life. Or you simply paint it onto the inside of your hand or at your arm. And so you're reminded about that. This for today. I wish you a wonderful one. Yes, some of you are celebrating Father's Day, so go on and enjoy. And I will retreat again, but I will not forget you. See you next time.